Good morning, everybody. Welcome to 2022, and it's Tuesday morning down on the beach. Get a bit of fresh air. Got my new socks on. Hope you've got whatever new in your life. I've got my new box of COVID tests, and I really hope you're staying well. And those of you who've had COVID are getting over it really quickly. Take care of yourselves. I just want to start by sharing a little story about a friend of ours. Let's call her Zelda. Zelda, she's a nervous lady. She's been a great friend of my wife's. But since her dad died a couple of years back, she's been really struggling to get the house sorted out. She's a bit of a hoarder. She's really nervous about COVID. But she's a good friend, so we wanted to invite her over to be with my dad and my sister on Boxing Day. And she was so nervous about coming along, about COVID. Oh, I don't want to give your dad COVID and things like that. We were a bit nervous, we're a bit weary, a lot of talking, and we're a bit talked out. But she was amazing. She's a great listener. She's fantastic at showing interest in everything, even the stories that we've heard a zillion times before. She's interested in everything. She was just amazing. I'll tell you that story for two reasons. One, we saw real treasure in her that day. It was like God's handiwork. This is the real person that Zelda was made to be. And I'm reminded to look for that every day, that somebody and somewhere we will see real treasure. And the second thing, for that one day, she was resilient. The rest of her life, she's not terribly resilient. We're praying for more. But she was resilient that day. And that's our watchword for this year, sort of building resilience. There's a year of building resilience. And that's building resilience in the people that we meet, giving them really solid foundations, helping them, with our model, the red, amber, green, to build a life that they can live strong, they can make good choices, and they can be the people that they are meant to be, that God made them to be. It's about building resilience in us and for us. So we're going to do that well-being tokens thing, that well-being bank. We're going to give confidence. We're going to really work on our processes so that we have real confidence in those processes and everybody's clear on what to do. And we're going to make sure we have time together and time to make sure that we're listening as well. We're going to take time to build resilience in our finances. We want to make sure that some of those areas which haven't got the regular giving get that regular giving. We're going to give resilience in what we do. We want to make sure that we're sustainably funding the CMA work. We want to make sure that we got STAR embedded in all that training, that great training that Emma and the team have had across all our recovery work and beyond. We want to make sure that we want to open more Help into Action houses, and we want to make sure that everything that we do has a strong basis to it. Partly for us, but also partly for those that we're serving. We want to make sure we're helping local churches in the best way we can so that they can be a real effective witness into the world. So lots of resilience going to come this year. And it's a starting point for me. I always go back to the Bible at the start of the year, and a couple of verses jumped out again for me. One is that classic phrase in Joshua, be strong and courageous. In fact, it says at one point, be strong and very courageous. So that's my prayer for you, that you'll be strong and courageous today and through the coming days, whatever this new year throws at you. But also there's a phrase in Psalm 91, right at the start of it, which says, whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. That's a good phrase. Dwell and rest and be strong. Looking forward to working with you this year. All the best to you. Stay safe and stay well, and we'll talk soon.